All right, we got this small little fire here. And we put on a little 6-pound brisket, and I'll just keep feeding this little fire. I got a little bit of mesquite here. I'll just keep putting these little chunks in, and we'll just go till it's tender, till it's smooth like butter. All right, so I got this brisket from HEB. It's about 6.6 pounds. I used my own rub and a little bit of Franklin rub. It's should be pretty basic cook. I've got the Weber up to temp here. The fire is really nice and hot. Should be in the 250 range. And I'll just keep feeding it with some mesquite. I just do a 2-zone. A lot of people say on a Weber, they make fun of these things. I don't know why, but we'll throw this on there and we'll see in a couple of hours how this all turns out. But I'm pretty excited. All right, here we go. That looks good to me. And I'll probably rotate it throughout the fire just to throughout the cook, to just get a good rounded smoke on it. And the heat, keep the heat from beating this side up too much. You just rotate it. That's all you got to do. So here we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're 6 hours in. We're gonna temp this brisket, see where we're at. It's feeling pretty good, actually. All right. It's a little tough there. 172. 65. All right. Let's spritz this thing just a little bit on some of the dry spots over here. And we'll keep on going. Probably going to turn the heat up just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to put my liner gloves on. And we're going to wrap the brisket. So this is how I do it. Everybody has their own way, but I wear liners because I guess I could just try and be quick, but I'm just not like that. So, all right, I'm gonna temp it as well. Let's see how it looks. Yep. Oh, that's exactly where I wanted it to be. Look at that. All right, let's probe it. So let me get the probe and see where we're at. Ooh, that's buttery. We're getting close. I mean, that went in really nicely. That's a little tougher, a little cooler. It's got about 20 degrees to go. This is a perfect time to wrap it. If you look at that fire, it's nice and hot. And so what's nice about doing a small brisket like this is that you literally don't need that much foil or butcher paper. Usually I use butcher paper, but I'm out and I keep forgetting to order more. All right, I'll go ahead and just spritz it one more time, and then we'll grab it. I'm going to turn it upside down because this is the fat side. Should be fine like that. Really, I'm just putting aluminum on because I'm going to actually add a little more heat and just let this thing really ramp up a little more. So I have these little logs that I cut to like maybe 8 inches, but for this Weber they're perfect. So I'll just add that. I actually let this saute for a minute or two and catch, and then I'll close it up. But yeah, that's how I do that. All right, so we got this brisket here. Gonna go ahead and just put the juices on it, and I'm actually gonna give some of this to someone. So I'm gonna cut it in half and put half of it away for right now. Which I've done this before and it works, but it's kind of sketchy looking when you do it, especially because I'm cutting with the grain. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. So you can just kind of see how it looks like that. Which looks pretty good. It's a small little brisket. And I'm not gonna let it lose any of its sauce. We'll put it back in here. Wrap this up. Have it be saved for another day. All right, and then this is our cut here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just slice it on up like I would a normal brisket. Let's see how this came out. This is a 6-pound brisket, so it's much smaller than a normal brisket. So the flat again is going to be very lean, and then even the points probably about as lean as a normal. There you go, got a little burnt in there, which makes sense because it's, you know, really thin flat. And about right here is where it's starting to cut like butter. This part is a little thicker, but you can see it's cooked, falls apart. But this part's gonna be like the really nice moist part, which it is. So if I come over here, these are the slices that have a good feel to them. And this was a 11-hour cook. So here we go. Oh, got the bark, got a little, yeah, it's a little, you know, one of the things I'm learning to use it doing this smaller piece, this is just really tender. Doing these smaller cooks is just, even though they seem like an even piece of meat, because there's so much more fat on this end, they really do cook unevenly. I almost wonder if I should split it next time, because this part just is, you know, it's tender, just falls apart. These are what would typically have been on a big brisket, some little like burnt in pieces. And instead they're kind of like, well, this one is still a burnt in piece. It looks great. Instead it's kind of, you know, just a different kind of cook. So I'm interested to see how this side tastes. So let's taste this. Actually, that's really good. I mean, texture-wise, I'm always worried about the texture. I've got flavor down. I'm worried about like when you bite into the flat. Is it chewy? Does it break? You know, does it come apart nicely? This one does. All right. Well, there we go.